R31 driving out of Shiloh. Behind him is going to be the number 01, Braden Shreve out of Ashland. Got the Q69, that's Quentin Howard driving out of Shiloh. Number 10R is going to be Olivia Rouse out of Crestline. Number 24X going to be Ashton Bezoric out of Wellington. We got two number 14s. That's going to be Paige Whitman, the first one out there out of a Shiloh. Number 56 over on the other side, that's Lisa Dudley out of Polk. We did have the number 2A7156. That's Aubrey Farnsworth out of a Mount Vernon. The 1X is over on the other side. Mitch Adams out of a Suffield. Looks like we may have a couple more back in the lineup out here. We did have 2 more signed up for this particular event. Out of Springfield right now. If we have any movement, that might be the vehicle that's blocking is the one that was our last one. Okay, well, it looks like we're going to go ahead and run with what we have here. We do have a opening on the other end. We got to get closed up here just for the safety of everyone around the track area. Now, while we're waiting here, we do want to thank our generous sponsors for the Demolition Derby tonight, Pure Romance. Thank you to Sean Schneider and Ever Towing. Thank you to them for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go, and they're going to be coming off the line. And getting her going here at the Smash and Crash and Tear 'em Up Automobile Demolition Derby. And again, this is our youth mini car class. A lot of youngsters out here getting ready to start things off. And that was number 14. That was going to be Paige Whitman. Making some contact out here, using the rear end of that machine and kicking her into drive and using the nose as well. The 420 Brian Thomas getting jockeyed around. That's the driver with the complicated number, the 2A7156, Aubrey Farnsworth. Well, the 56 is rolling in here pretty strong. It's Lisa Dudley out of Polk, and they are definitely packing them in down toward the western end of the track right here. Looks like somebody definitely lost their serpentine belt. Laying right out there on the track. The R31, Remington Howard out of a Shiloh coming on through. 24X, Ashland Bazoric out of a Wellington to the side of the number 86. That's Lisa Dudley. Lisa Dudley driving out of Polk, and look at the steam coming off that Q69. That's Quentin Howard out of Shiloh. 14 still running strong. Paige Whitman out of Shiloh. Paige also. Oh, going to go ahead and turn them loose and get them back underway here in our youth mini car event. Looks like a 0-1. That's Braden Shreve having a rough way to go. Look on the back tire of that machine, but I'll tell you, still keeping it moving, and I've seen these front wheel vehicles go a very long time. Doing nothing but dragging the rear end around, so that's going to slow it up a little bit, but definitely not going to put it out of contention. Number 14, Paige Whitman, driving the wheels off of that number 14 automobile. You can see a big old roof sign for the 14 out there. Easy to follow that one. Right now she's on the attack with Ashland Bazoric out of a Wellington. Number Q69, that is Quentin Howard. We're in the middle of the track right now. And Elisa Dudley out of Polk, the number 56, going to be rolling in to get in on some of that action right now. And the 1X coming down through here. That is a Mitch Adams driving out of a Suffield. 0-1. That's Braden Shreve up against the wall, taking a lot of punishment from the number 10R. That's Olivia Rouse out of Crestline. Olivia working that far eastern end of the track right now. 01 still has the flag up on the doorpost. Looks like Brayton Shreve trying a little miracle working, and look at that R31, I believe it was. It was kind of obscured. That is the R31. That's Remington Howard trying to pop his way through the mangled mess of metal out here. And we got the 1X coming on through. Hold him up, hold him up. Over to the green flags right now. The green flags are back up in the air. We're going to go ahead and turn them loose once again. Get the drivers back underway right here. Got a couple drivers hop out of the vehicles down there. Looks like Brayden Shreve calling her splits out here. Number 420, that was Brian Thomas having some bad luck early on tonight. Number 10R, that was Olivia Rouse. Come to find out, there was nothing seriously wrong with that. The seatbelt kind of went over the helmet and had the driver's helmet kind of pinned up against the doorpost. Nothing that was harmful in any way, but it was a safety issue. They wanted to get that stopped. It was just kind of in a bad predicament. The referees saw it and wanted to stop it to make sure that everything was extremely safe for these young people. Okay, well, looks like the R31 sliding back around. That is Remington Howard out of a Shiloh, and behind him is going to be the number 24X Ashland Bozoric out of Wellington. Paige Whitman driving the number 14, coming on into track central. Right in behind. Hold him up, hold him up. Hold them up around the track. So let's go ahead and turn them loose and get them back underway here in this youth mini car event. Still have the number 1X rolling around. That's going to be Mitch Adams out of Suffield. The number 10R, that's Olivia Rouse out of Crestline. The hammer down right now. The 14, that's Paige Whitman coming back in here to get things rocking. Looks like we're down to about 7 automobiles, still running pretty strong. Got the R31, Remington Howard in that mix of vehicles right out here at track central. The 1X, Mitch Adams out of Suffield going nose to nose with the 56 of Lisa Dudley. Lisa Dudley out of Holt. Number 10R, Olivia Rouse out of Crestline. The Q69, Quentin Howard arriving out of Shiloh. A little bit of steam pouring out from the overflow tube right out in front of there. Easy to find that one. Looks like tracers. That Q69 are rolling back and forth on the track here. Going in the front drive tire of the number 10R of Olivia Rouse out of Crestline. The 56 is in behind there. Lisa Dudley out of Hope. Like the number R31 rolling down through there. Remington Howard going for a wild ride as the making contact with the 10R of Olivia Rouse. Popped that R31 up in the air as he drove up and over the rear of the number 10R down there at the eastern end of the track. Got some concrete flying as they're stacking them up 3, possibly almost 4 deep. Q69, a lot of damage on the front end of that. Look at the steam just belching out of that front end of that Q69. Quentin Howard trying to roll out of there, but we got the 56 putting some hard hits on here. And they're stacking and packing them down here to the western end of the track. Number 10R, Olivia Ralph, trying to refire that machine, but not sure that thing's going to start back up. I think the Q69 of Quentin Howard has a tremendous desire to get out of the end zone here. I saw some movement on the drive tires of the 10R, but it's in a forward gear. Not sure if it's got any reverse right now. Trying to get that 10R out of the way. Right now it looks like a 24X. That is Ashton Bazoric out of Wellington, side by side with the R31 of Remington Howard. And a whole lot of running room. Looks like the R31 is trying to push the 10R out of the way. Got a flag off of the door post. I believe that's probably the 14 of Paige Whitman out here. They've got a little bit of a rough way to go. Looks like that 14 just didn't want to restart out there. Remington Howard unleashing a barrage of hits on the 10R of Olivia Ralph. 24X, that's Ashton Bazoric. And the 1X will be Mitch Adams out of Suffield, 56. Looks like time's starting to run out on some of our drivers out here. 56, that is Lisa Dudley out of Polk. A rough way to go out here, trying to get the 56 rolling. Looks like unfortunately, it looks like one of the tires went low on the 56, not able to get that horsepower hooked up to the track out here. I believe time ran out on the Q69 as well as the 10R. Quentin Howard, the Q69, Olivia Rouse, and the 10R. They got hung up down here at the far western end of the track, and doggone it, looks like the 56. Lisa Dudley out of Polk having a little bit of a rough way to go, and folks, I think we're down to 3. That's going to be Remington Howard in the R31. The number 1X still running strong, Mitch Adams. And the number 24X, Ashton Bazoric out of Wellington, are in the money right now. We've got top 3 drivers going to get a trophy and some money for their winnings tonight. So we've got our 3 drivers out here that are in the final 3. The 1X getting the squeeze play out here. That is Mitch Adams out of Suffield, in between the R31 of Remington Howard out of Shiloh, and Ashton Bazoric in the number 24X. Now Ashton driving out of a Wellington. Traffic cone up on top of the number 24X. Slide on out through here. The number 1X, it's going to be Mitch Adams out of a Suffield. And here comes Remington Howard in the R31. And down here at the final end of this, we've got 3 very good running vehicles out here, it looks like. So this might go a little while longer. Again, 24X, Ashton Bazoric driving out of a Wellington. Mitch Adams out of Suffield, the 1X. Remington Howard in the R31 driving out of Shiloh. Again, these young drivers out here, they are a little bit more lenient on the timing of these calls. When they put them on the stopwatches, they realize they are new drivers out here. So they do give a little leeway to these drivers, more so than the folks in the events going to be coming up after this. Again, this is a learning experience for these young people out here. Try to foster their love of the sport out here as they move up through the ranks out here. This teaching moment that they're encountering right now definitely going to help them in the years to come, but they have the experienced driver in the passenger seat, give them a few pointers along the way. Well, right now it looks like the R31 have a little bit of a rough way to go, kind of getting a whole lot of wheel spin out of that, not a lot of movement of the entire car, so the R31 might be its own worst enemy right now. See how that goes for this driver out here. The 1X, Mitch Adams. The 24X, Ashton Bazoric. And I believe the R31 right now on the timer, because it's just not having a whole lot of luck making contact with any of the other vehicles out there. Okay, looks like the R31's out of contention right there. Going to be taking a third place. Right now we're down to 1 and 2. 1 and 2 between Mitch Adams in the 1X, Ashton Bazoric in the 24X. Battling it out for the first and second place finishing out here. Well, that was a good hit by the 1X out there, Mitch Adams. Into the side of the 24X, that's Ashton Bazoric on the receiving end of that hit. .24X definitely getting a little bit warm. You can see the steam starting to belch out of the front of that overflow tube, starting to get a few more. Now it looks like he's dragging his fan around there. His fan's still going around and around. Well, it looks like he's reaching up for the flag here, I believe, but I don't know if he's got her quite out of contention. Flag's not down yet, but I think he's got something going south in the drivetrain on the 24X. It's Ashton Bazoric out here trying to get some more movement out of his automobile. I'd say the number 1X, Mitch Adams, with the win right there. Looks like the red flags and the checkered flag is coming out to the track right now. That is going to be heading out there to the number 1X. The 1X, Mitch Adams out of Suffield, taking away the checkered in the win. Second place is going to be Ashton Bazoric out of Wellington, climbing out of his machine here. And Remington Howard in the R31 arriving out of Shiloh. So a big congratulations to all the drivers finishing in the top three. We got our mini trucks, and we got 4 of these mini trucks. Going to go ahead and roll them down to the last vehicle running. We got Jimmy Filak out of Ashland, going to be the first one onto the track out here, driving that number 01. We got Kevin Curry. Kevin Curry is another driver out of Ashland, the number 412. You got the 031191B, Scott Rush, driving out of Ashland. And we got the KTS, that's Clayton Purdy, driving out of Ashland. Now I've got my money on an Ashland driver to win this for sure, for sure. Secured. The drivers and referees are all ready. So we'll go ahead. We'll give them a countdown, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, Let them go. They're going to be off and running. Coming off the line right now here at the Smash It, Crash It, Tear 'em Up pickup truck demolition derby. And the 0-1 Jimmy Filak going nose to nose with the 031191B. That's Scott Rush out of Ashland. Scott Rush rolling on around here. Whoa, and look at him coming down through here. It sounded like we just lost the right rear tire. I believe that was the right rear blowing on the 031191B. Scott Rush out of Ashland. He's currently nose to nose with the 412. Kevin Curry, another Ashland driver. And right now we've got some bad news. Oh, looks like the bad news might be getting a little bit better. We got some movement out of the KTS. Clayton Purdy able to get that machine out from that low spot down there. I'm not sure that the vehicle down at the far eastern end is going to have the same amount of luck right now. That tire went low, and I think that vehicle is sitting up on top of that concrete barricade. And right now, the number 412, Kevin Curry, down at the far western end, having a whole lot of bad times out there, taking a couple back-to-back shots. The KTS rolled in, Clayton Purdy, and the 0-1, Jimmy Filak, driving out of Ashland, put one heck of a wallop on the front of the KTS, and look at all the damage it did to the front of that mini truck over there. The steam is rolling. 0-1 with a definite advantage. Jimmy Filak out of Ashland. So it looks like we've got one vehicle out down here, the 031191B. Going to be finishing in the fourth place. So we got three left here, and it looks like the 0-1 with the definite advantage right now. The KTS, Clayton Purdy, sustained quite a bit of damage. The 412 looks like he's got the flag pulled as well, so he's going to finish in a third. Second place, I believe, is probably going to be the KTS. Time is not on his side right now with all the steam. There goes the flag from the doorpost, and that means one thing, folks. There is going to be the winner in the number 0-1. Jimmy Filak driving out of Ashland. Doing one heck of a job out there. Took out the KTS with that big old hit. All that steam rolling there. But the KTS, that's Clayton Purdy, finishing in a second place. And in third, it's going to be the 412, Kevin Curry out of Ashland. Now this particular event out here looks like a victory lap underway. A little bit of celebratory donuts out here by the winner, Jimmy Filak, in the 0. Ashland leading the way into number 336. First pickup truck onto the track out here. Following him is going to be the number 58K. That's Travis Gray out of Medina. 87U. Going to be John Holford out of Overmill. Here comes James Davey out of Bellefonte, the number 924. We've got half of them on the track, half of them yet to make their way in right here. We've got one trying to restart down there. Okay, it's time to bring the vehicles down. Looks like the number 10's rolling a 10, driving out of Lorraine. We got a couple more having some technical difficulties, at least one of them. Got one coming down through here for sure. Got 3 more that are signed up. That's the number 114X. That's going to be Travis Benner out of Homework. Well, looks like we got movement out of all these vehicles right now. Now, this is definitely one class we're going to have the end zone pinned up, so we can't leave the end opening. We will need a skid steer down to that west end. Got the 57, that's Brad Spicer out of Elyria, and Andrew Spicer out of Elyria in the, like the 87. That's all right. Okay, looks like we have our skid steer coming down through here. Definitely have to have the end zones tied up. Getting a little wild and squirrely out here. Getting the okay right now from the track side. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start it off with what we have. Drivers and referees are ready, so we're going to go ahead and count them down, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go, and they're going to be off and running out here in the pickup truck class. And the sparks are flying out here. The number 336, Joseph Keski out of Ashland, going into the nose of that 87 of Andrew Spicer, doing quite a bit of damage right on the back of the nose of that 87. 336 still rolling back through there. Joseph Tusky out of Ashland sliding down through here. Got a whole lot of horsepower sliding down through here. The 87U. That's John Olpers out of Homersville. John Olpers, the 87U being followed very closely by Joseph Tusky out of Ashland. 87U definitely had a lot of damage on the front of that machine right now after that initial hit. 336 been sticking to him like glue out there. Looks like the number 10. That is a Jack Bennett out of Lorraine, having a rough way to go. And through there, that's James Davey. James Davey. So it looks like the green flags are flying and we're turning them loose. So once again, getting the action back underway here. Number 58. $58K, that's Brandon Cray out of Medina. Mixing it up with the 4X. 924, that's James Davey pushing his way through here. The 87 out in the corner right now. That was Andrew Spicer. Kind of pinned up against the concrete barricade. He's got the flag down on the doorpost of his machine. We've lost at least 3 vehicles right now. 36 Joseph Tusky, hometown driver, was one of the first ones indicating he had some fire down there at that far end of the track. The 87U right in front of him. John Alpert's out of Homerville. Right now, the number 924, that's James Davey out of Bell Fountain. A strong running machine getting turned around here. Oh, we still got 4 of them going strong out here. All right, we're down to 4 now. Driver is out of the number 57. And the 58X trying to restart right now. Looks like the 58X calling her quits. We're down to 3. Okay, the 58K out of Medina. 87U right in front of us is John Alpers out of Homerville. The 924 James Davey out of Bell Fountain, and the 114X Travis Benner out of Homeworth. Travis is up against the wall right now. I think he's going to want to remove himself from the predicament that he's in. Well, the 114X having a bad predicament right now. I think he is pretty much done out here. The leaf spring is gone. There goes the flag doorpost. 924, James Davey. We're down to 2. The 87U, that's John Alford. Now John Alford's up against the concrete barricade, and I'll tell you, after the way this started out, the 87U took one heck of a wallop right in the nose of that 87U. He's trying to get refired, but finding himself in a very bad predicament with a barrage of hits coming off of the 924. 924 got him up against the concrete, and he is calling it quits. And there, folks, is going to be your winner in the number 924. That is James Davey out of Bell Fountain. Second place driver climbing out in the number 87U. That is John Alford out of Homerville. And in third, right here in front of us, is going to be the number 114X Travis Benner out of Homeworth, climbing out of his machine. He took a wallop of a hit. Did a little bit of damage right on the rear end. Kind of got that thing. It's going to be the number 8. That's Graham Martin out of Holmes County. Keep your eyes open because we do have vehicles rolling into the track. That's going to be the J5C. That's Jesse Nichols out of Ashland. Here comes the number 4. Number 4 is going to be Scott Mears out of Worcester. Okay, it looks like the next vehicle's on its way. We got the PT Cruiser, got a number 17. That's going to be Jeremy Morris out of West Salem coming on to the track, followed by the number 27, it looks like, 27T. That must be the 23T. That's going to be David Zuffin out of Worcester. Got the number 610X Tyrone Dilly out of Millersburg. Got the 3 and 1. That is Caden Seitz out of Ashland. The 8 up, that is Danny Gibson out of Mansfield. Here comes the 4952. That's Billy Krim driving out of Ashland. The number 1125, Justin Fuller out of Howland. Number 413. 413 is going to be Brett Brightbill out of Ashland. 57 is going to be Sean Johnson driving out of Millerstown. And the 639, that's going to be Corey Slane driving out of Marysville. And I believe that is all of the drivers that we had signed up for this particular event. Okay, looks like we do have the track secured. The driver and referees are all ready. So folks, help me give them a countdown, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go, and they're going to be off and running here at the Smash It, Crash It, Tear 'em Up Street Stock Mini Car class, and the buzz bombs are rolling. Got the hammer down out here, the 4952. That is Bill Krim out of Ashland, not letting any moss grow under the tires on that vehicle for sure. The 413 just lost. That was a heck of a blowout. The vehicle went by there and put a heck of a wallop on that machine. I'll tell you, the 44, Billy Dawson out of Holmes County, working the grandstand side, going back to back and bumper to bumper with the number 57 over there. That's Devin Smart. Now the J5C kind of came around and rolled that thing around. Got it in there, and doggone it, the 8-up machine. That's Danny Gibson out of Mansfield, pulling the flag off his doorpost already. Having some serious technical difficulties with his automobile right in front of the flagpole. J5C taking a wallop right in front of us. That's Jesse Nichols out of Ashland. The 1125. Yellow automobile got the hammer down in the corner here. Up, hold him up, hold him. Hold them up. We do flags. Going to let that roll, and it looks like the 27T lining on down there. I believe that's David Zuffman, and they are packing them down there to the far end. Look at them rolling down through there. Oh, the steam starting to belch out of the 413 right now. That's Brett Brightbill out of Ashland. At 1125, he's got the hammer down. Justin Baller out of Howland. He's been all over this track in that bright yellow automobile. In behind him, we got Graham Martin in the number 8. 639 coming in from the far western end of the track. Corey Slane. Looking over to the east, got Tyrone Dilly. Tyrone Dilly mixing it up with the number 27T. I believe that's David Zuffman out of Worcester. I believe might have only one that's got a T on there that I can see. I think that is David Zuffman out of Worcester. It's on the sheet with a slightly different number. I believe that's who we got out here looking around the track. Number 44, rolling around the west end, Billy Dawson. Side by side with the number 57, Devin Smart out of Crestview. What do you know, that 1125 finding himself very much in the action down there, keeping the hammer down. 413, Brett Brightbill punching his way through here. 1125 rolling right in front of us at that time. Justin Fuller still got one of the lights back in his vehicle, lighting things up. He's kind of hammered on the side of the number 44, Billy Dawson out of Holmes County. And look at the steam coming off that 27T. That's David Zuffman out of Worcester, staring down the barrel at the number 413 of Brett Brightbill. And look at the 413 rolling into the number 8 of Graham Martin, right about track central. And the VW Bug is chugging out quite a bit of steam right there in the middle of the track. The J5 Cent, that is Jesse Nichols out of Ashland. fan, is that moving more and starting this? Is that a fire or what's it? Is that a light inside of it? Well, at first I thought it was a fire, and before I did, I thought it looked like a light. Oh my goodness, look at him down there at the far end, 413. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that VW bug down there. Again, I believe that's David Zuffin out of a Worcester down there at the base of that steam cloud. Not sure if it's all steam at this point in time, but we'll see. He's got the bug. The Volkswagen is coming off the line, chugging down through here. Got him going nose to nose. I believe that's the Dilly machine, the number 610. That's Tyrone Dilly. Tyrone got a little bit of steam rolling off of there after that hit from Brett Brightbill in the 413. Hold him up. Hold him up. Got a fire down here. And we're going to go ahead and roll them on out and get them back underway here. The 639, Corey Slane, still showing some movement, making his way into track central. The 57, Devin Smart, out of Crestline coming on in. I believe we're down to 5 of vehicles right now. We got movement showing out of 5 that I can see. 413, that is Brett Brightbill. 1125, that's Justin Fuller out of Howland. 639, it's going to be Corey Slane. Devin Smart's in the 57X. The 610, that's Tyrone Dilly. Was still running just moments ago, so he might be on the timer right now, but we had movement out of 5. Tyrone Dilly appears to be trying to refire his automobile. The 610 with a little bit of a camber issue up there on the front of driver's side. 413 sitting crossways, and the Corey Slane in a 639 going to be taking advantage of that. Here comes our buddy in the 1125, Justin Fuller. Still keeping the pedal to the metal on the 1125 as he goes into the nose of the 57 of Devin Smart this time. I used to keep track of the 413 is still out. Thank you. Okay, well, we are down to 3. Got movement out of 3 right now. Devin Smart in the 57X. He's here out of a Crestview. Justin Fuller in the 1125 out of Howland. And Corey Slane driving a number 639. All still in the running out here. The late going of our street stock mini car class. The 1125, the mellow yellow machine of Justin Fuller, trying to get jockeyed around right now. The 57 coming around, that's Devin Smart. Devin Smart going to be sideways, and I'll tell you, the 639, Corey Slane, Get him up against the wall right here, and one heck of a wallop on that vehicle. Looks like he's going for the 1-2 right here. And I believe these cars are starting to get mighty tired out here. You can kind of hear the drones on these things. They're still rolling. They are extremely hot. And now the mellow yellow. The eternal flame are rising up out of that exhaust on the 1125. Dustin Fuller been a hammer down on that thing right now, and I think he's definitely caught up on some of the traffic that's hung up. Well, and doggone it, the 1125 going to be settling for third, but I'll tell you, Justin Fuller out of Howland put one heck of a show on for us tonight. We're down to two right now. We have Corey Slane in number 639, Devin Smart in 57X. These drivers stuck together like glue. Referees trying to get a little daylight between these drivers to get a little more hard-hitting action out here when they do make some contact. Like that lasted for a little bit. 639. He followed him very closely. Referees trying to separate him just a little bit. There we go. The 639 with a breakaway. Like he's going to turn around, maybe use the nose of his automobile right now for just a little bit. Coming around the corner. And it looks like he's trying to come off the line right now. That's just what he did. They're going nose to nose. Coming down through here, getting lined up and jockeying around for position. Coming up against the barricade right now. It looks like a 57. Devin Smart not up there. We got some movement. I was beginning to wonder about Corey Slane, 639. Of movement on the front bumpers when these drivers are making some contact out here, but I can see a lot of steam still belching out from the 57X Devin Smart. Keeping a hammer down as he goes over to the near side on the infield here, pressing the number 639 up against the concrete barricade at least momentarily. I saw a little bit of movement that time with the number 57. Definitely not slowing up. Nose starting to buckle a little bit on that, but these are some hard noses on both of these automobiles. They've been squaring off right now. the sparks just a-flying. I saw some sparks fly off the 57 with that last hit. Devin Smart on the receiving end. A little bit of sparkage on the inside in the passenger compartment. But you just never know. Although you can see the flames starting to kick out from the exhaust on the 57. That 57 extremely warm right now. 6:39. Trying to restart. Looks like the advantage has swung over toward the 57. 6:39. A sitting duck over there as he's trying to restart his automobile. Devin Smart with the advantage right now, continuing hit after hit. And there goes a couple smoke rings, and I think the 6:39 just restarted. We've got some daylight right now. They are extracting every hit that they can get out of these vehicles right now. Last aggressive hit made by Devin Smart. 6:39 started, but at that moment in time hadn't made contact right now. Oh, he's coming back down for another hit. Devin Smart with the advantage right now, the 6:39. There it goes. The red flags are out. Hold them up and put your hands together for the winner of this class, Devin Smart out of Crestview in the number 57X. What a great, great run that was in that machine. Over to the other side, second place, Corey Slane out of Marysville. Drove a heck of a derby out here. And speaking of, I believe that was maybe the 24. It's very dark. Caleb Martin out of Big Prairie got to 59. I can see that one. That's going to be Tyler Chiquette out of Worcester, the number 415. That is Isaac Fowler out of Ashland. That must have been the 24 right there. The 53. That's the 5313, Joe Gump out of Worcester. He's got some. I can see Steve Martin down there in the 23 out of Holmes County. When that rolled by there, I couldn't quite make out the number on that automobile here. Okay, looks like a number 57W. It's going to be Tyson Whitman driving out of a Nova. I believe it's going to be Logan Perella out of Crestline in the number P13. The 62H, that's going to be Brandon Hendricks out of Wellington. The number 19T. 19T, Wyatt Fligger out of Loudonville. So the 64 Junior, that's Tyson Combs Jr., must have slipped in on me. You said it's Flagger?
Yeah, Flagger.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's my brother.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, it looks like the track is secure. The drivers are ready, referees are ready, so help me give them a countdown, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go. And it looks like we had one in a big hurry to come off the line there. That was the 57W. Tyson Whitman out of Nova. Position to get out there on the track, and the track open and wide up right now. 7W down there at the far end, the 59 rolling on down through. That's a 53-13 Joe Gump out of Worcester around in the corner right now, and I'll tell you, making some noise. So 62-8 Brandon Hendricks. See at the end of the longest line out here. The 57W is right in front of us. Rolling down through the 19T. He was stalled out. Wyatt Flagger out of Loudonville. Took him a moment to get going, but I'll tell you, once he got going, the hammer was down, and he went at a high rate of speed. 57W not letting any time go to waste out here, because he had to hammer down. 19T back on the move. Wyatt Flagger out of Loudonville. He followed very closely by another vehicle that I can't quite make the number out of, the 57W. Jockeyed around number 24, Caleb Martin out of Big Prairie. Coming down through here, 23. That is Steve Martin out of Holmes County. Steve coming up through the 62H engine department. I'll tell you, he's getting quite a sauna. Wagon out through there, the 5313 Joe Gump out of Worcester. Rolling down through here, the 62-8 Brandon Hendricks. What once was the firewall on that machine has a lot of steam coming down through here. And look at that 57W on the receiving end. A heck of a hit from the 24 of Caleb Martin. Tyson Whitman trying to get jockeyed around right now. We got one driver removing the flag from the doorpost out here. Well, we got two of them. Hold them up, hold them up. Hold them up. You got the green flags are flying once again. These cars definitely getting very hot. And look at the P13 with all of that smoke belching up from that. I believe that's probably tire smoke. I can't quite tell. Their vantage point, I think he's trying to get that thing going. Now he's got it going, and that's actually chugging down through here. The P13, Logan Perella out of Crestline. Get the 5313, Joe Gump out of Worcester. Coming in from the side, the 57W. Tyson Whitman. All right here in front of the announcing stand right now. I believe that was 24. Caleb Martin out of Big Prairie. Coming on in. Dark roof signs, definitely hard to see. 57W taking one heck of a wallop from the 23, Steve Martin. Well, I think we're down to movement on 5 of these vehicles that I can see right now. I think the 23 and 24 have the same last name. Okay, well, it looks like we're down to 3. Flags are flying once again here. Well, it looks like we may have our number 3 settled, the 57W. That's going to be Tyson Whitman out of Nova right now. We have the 23 and 24. That's Steve Martin in the 23. Caleb Martin in the number 24. Hold them up, got the red flags flying. The red flags are out. Hold them up, hold them up. Got the red flags out here. It looks like the checker flag is going to be heading out. So we did have a flag break off. And the number 24 is going to be taking the checkered out here. That's Caleb Martin. Finishing first, second place is going to be the number 23, Steve Martin, out of Holmes County. And third place is going to be the 57W, Tyson Whitman, driving out of a Nova. It's like Tyson Whitman out of his vehicle right now, showing some good sportsmanship out there, shaking some hands, drivers having a great time. And that's what we like to see. It looks like Austin Payton's going to be the first one in the 828X. Austin Payton here out of Jeffersonville. Got the number, I believe it's 379. That's going to be Dave Riley out of Washington Courthouse. Number 375 is the next one in 379X. David Riley Jr. out of Courthouse. Got the T18, T13. Tyler Farley out of Elyria. The 3553. Austin Gregory out of Crestline. I believe that's going to be the 64. Tyson Combs out of Sullivan. Got the 35R. James Rouse out of Crestline. Number 42. 42 is Brian McKeever out of Mount Vernon. And we had the K25. That's Aaron Kidd out of New London. And the 712, Cliff Whitman out of Ashland. Okay, well, it looks like we did have the track secure. Drivers and referees are ready. So let's go ahead and give them a countdown. Starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let them go. And they're going to be off and running here at the Smash It, Crash It, Automobile Demolition. They are stacking and packing. Going nose to nose right now. Number 379, Dave Riley out of 375. Taking one a heck of a shot in the side. That was Dave Riley around 64. Tyson out of Sullivan. All right, we got a good coming in right now. Those lighting playing havoc with me, so I apologize. What we're dealing with tonight is a 3-5-3. Austin Gregory out of Crestline going right into the nose of Tyler Farley, I believe. Looks like Tyler Farley's got some loaded tires on the back of that thing. And look at the nose-to-nose hit. The 379. Dave Riley and the 379X. That's Dave Riley Jr. They're going nose to nose and kind of rolling up the nose on their vehicles out here, not pulling any punches, that's for sure. The 35153. Actually, the 3553 Austin Gregory out of Crestline. The 35R, that's going to be James Rouse. Crestline coming down. All the action down here at this far eastern end of the track. Hold them up, hold them up. And once again, we go ahead and let them loose. Get them back underway here. See the 379 and the 379X. Both of those drivers still in contention here. Dave Riley Jr. 35R over there. That's James Rouse out of the left spot. I believe that's Austin Gregory in the 3553. Moving on this vehicle down the well. And I'm not able to read the roof side on that automobile. That's the 712 Cliff Whitman, hometown driver out of Ashland in that black and red automobile. He's got jockeyed around putting the squeeze plate on Austin Gregory. It's 3-5, a 5-3.
Can you tell which one is the 379X?
Looks like we just lost the 35R. 35R, that's James Rouse. Just taking the flag off of his door post on that machine. Looks like also over here on the infield side, our hometown driver, Cliff Whitman in the 712. He's still rolling around. Right now he's kind of hooked up on that other automobile. Hometown driver is still in the mix of things right now. A lot of sparks rolling out to the passenger side of that 712 Cliff Whitman. Right now, 35-53, Austin Gregory out of Crestline got this whole western end to himself down here. Going the run down here at Matt. Well, the 379 is right here in front of me. That's a Dave Riley. Kind of spinning his gears over here. He's got the left rear kicking up a lot of smoke and dust. Just not able to make a whole lot of contact. 35-53, Austin Gregory still rolling well. Well, the 379 is currently out of contention right now. 379X. David Riley Jr. is still running. We got Austin Gregory in the 35-53. And your hometown driver, Cliff Whitman, 712. Go time right now. I think the drivers just realized it's down to 2. Great big trophy. Well, we got the third place. It'll be 712. 712 is going to be Cliff Whitman. Finishing in third. Hold him up. Hold them up. We do have two cars still running out here. Green flags are flying. We're going to go ahead and turn them loose before they get any warmer than they already are. 35-53, Austin Gregory, the number 379X. David Riley Jr., who's still battling it out. And it looks like a 379X just clunked out there. I don't know, he might have removed the flag from his doorpost. I think that we have The checkered flag going out to the 35-53. 35-53 is going to be the winner. That's Austin Gregory. Austin Gregory with third to 379X. David Riley second. Third place is going to be the 712. 712, your hometown driver, Cliff Whitman of Ashland, with a third place finish out here in this Pro Stock event. Folks, what a night that was. We had a lot of great Demolition Derby action, a lot of great drive.